Welcome back. We're starting Module 6 today. So you're 1/3 of the way done with the class. There's 3 modules. So we finished Module 5. Now we're on Module 6. And then the last one is Module 7. So Module 6 is called Functions 1. Module 7 is called Functions 2. Real original, right? But we start the Module 6 with the coordinate plane, and we work on it throughout the class. So this is just kind of an introduction to it. So the coordinate plane is on a grid, and it consists of a horizontal number line, which we call the x-axis, and at the center is 0, going in the positive direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then counting from 0, going in the negative direction, -1, -2, -3. So it's just a plain everyday number line, but it's just being placed on the grid. And we do have to make sure all of our, what would you call those? All of our intervals are the same. So if you wanted to go by 2 here, for instance, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, you have to make sure you go by 2 here because every interval on the x-axis has to be the same. So for this one, all of our intervals are 1. Then we add in the y-axis, which is also a number line. If you turn it this way, you can see it's a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the left is 0, -1, -2, -3. So our coordinate plane, which is what this is called, is just made up of 2 intersecting number lines. So the horizontal number line is called the x-axis, and the vertical number line is called the y-axis. Okay, so that is the coordinate plane. Next page. So where the 2 number lines intersect or meet is the point that we call the origin, and I point that out again in lesson 2. So let's see, what should we underline? Point where the 2 number lines cross is called the origin, and its coordinates are 0, 0. So this house is placed on the origin, and it's at 0, 0. Okay. And we plot points by plotting ordered pairs. Ordered pairs are, let's just put a little arrow here. X value first, comma, Y value. So X is the horizontal distance from the origin, and Y is the vertical distance from the origin. So we have a park that's located at 5, 5. So this is the park here. And you can see X is 5. And y is 5. So that would be the coordinates 5, 5. So 5 horizontal units, 5 vertical units to indicate the park. So how many different ways can you make the trip from the house to the park? From your house to the park. So there are many different ways to walk from your house to the park. So here are 2 examples. Walk to the right 5 units, and then walk up 5 units. So that's one way. Another way would be walk right 3 units, up 5 units, and then right 2 units. So walk right 3, up 5, right 2. So that's another way to get there. And what I want you to notice is when we walk right 5 and up 5, it's 10 units. Well, when we take a little detour and make some extra turns, guess what? 8 plus 2, it's still 10 units. It's the same distance. So it doesn't matter whether we go right 5 and up 5, or if we just zigzag across the graph. Either way, we're going to walk 10 units, or you could think of it as 10 blocks if you were walking. So as long as you don't backtrack, for instance, you can't go right here and then back. But as long as you're heading towards the park, your walk will always be 10 units. And that's what this is talking about. So I want you to shut off the video and describe 3 different ways to walk to the park and write them below. And we're all going to have different answers. Just remember, you can't go backwards. So you can't start from the house and go back 1 and then up 5 and over. It always has to be movement towards the park. So just list 3 different ways to get to the park. And then I'll do 3 as well, and we can compare answers. Okay, so come back when you have those done and just model them just like this. Walk to the right 5 units, then up. Walk right 3 units, then up 5 units, then right 2. So don't pick these 2. Pick another set of 2. Okay. Okay, so when you come back, we'll see how you did. Okay, the first one I'm going to do, because I like simple, is I'm going to go up 5 and right 5. And the one before that was listed was right 5 and up 5. So it's still different. So in red, let me make it a little bit stronger. In red, we'll say walk up 5 units and then walk right 5 units. So walk up 5 units, then right 5 units. And if you don't have the ones I have, that's fine. You can kind of tell if you did them right just by adding and making sure the numbers you have listed add to 10. And that tells you probably did it right then. Okay, so let's take another route. So how about we go up 2, right 5, and then up 3. So up 2 units, then right 5, then up 3 units. So walk up 2 units, then right 5 units, and then what was our last? Up 3. Then up 3 units. So I add those up, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's good. I'm going to make this just a little bit tinier so we don't have to keep moving up and down. Okay, so one more. How about, let's go right 4, up 5, right 1. So walk right 4 units, then up 5 units, and what was our last one? Right 4, up 5, and then right 1 unit. And like I said, you don't have to erase yours as long as yours add to 10. You probably did it correctly because there's a zillion different ways you could do it. So walk right 4 units, then up 5 units, then right 1 unit. Add those 4 plus 5 plus 1. Yep, that adds to 10. So that's how we maneuver around the coordinate plane. Next, we're going to do another little fun one. So this is called Meet Me at the Museum. And I don't want to get it too big. I think we can see everything with it this size. So this is the third page of the packet. So meet me at the museum. Your 6 friends are going to meet you at the museum, which is located at 00. But they need you to give them directions. Tell each person the number of blocks and the directions they must travel to get to the museum. Be sure to route them around any obstacles, which are in all caps, that will slow down their trip. So let's find the museum, which is at 00. So first, and we're going to have to keep going back and forth, so if you have this stapled, you might want to unstaple it, or I can just keep putting my graph over. So let's start. How about we do Juan, Lionel, Luisa, and then you guys can do the next 3. So Juan is first. So Juan is, and notice we have directions now, so we don't have to say right. We can say west, east, north, and south, because all of the directions are labeled. So if Juan wants to go to the parade, he can't, or excuse me, if Juan wants to go to the museum, he can't go straight down because he'll hit the parade. So what if he goes over here, stops before the parade, and then if we come down here, we can't go here because then he's going to hit the traffic accident. So what if we do this, and then this, and then this to get to the museum? So he avoids everything. And had we went, let's say there wasn't parade or traffic, if we had done it this way, we would have went down 7 and right 8, or south 7 units, right 8, which would be 15. So let's see if we get 15 on this one. So he travels south 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So south 5 units. And then he goes east 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Then east 4 units. And then last, nope, not last, then south 2 units and east 4 units. Then south 2 units. Then east 4 units. So when we add that up, how many blocks did he travel? 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just what we guesstimated. And actually, I forgot these were blocks, so we really should be using the word blocks rather than units. Blocks, 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 and blocks. So 15 blocks total. Okay, so now let's take a look at Lionel. So Lionel needs to avoid just the police activity, so it looks like he can go straight down and straight across, huh? It's not going to hit anything, so Lionel's going to go down here. He's avoiding the police activity, and then he can go straight over there. So this will be a short one. So he's going down 9. How do I know that? Because this is 9. So he's going south 9 units, and then he's going west 6 units. So south 9 units, and then west 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Lionel is south 9 units, west 6 units. South 9 blocks, then west 6 blocks. So that was nice. He didn't run into anything. So south 9, west 6. So he also has walked 15 blocks. So let's do Louisa, and then you guys can take a couple turns on your own. So Louisa is up here, and it looks like she has a straight shot as well. So she can go south 5 units and then east 1 unit. So south 5 units, then east 1 unit. So she didn't hit anything either because the problem's here. So she couldn't have gone east first and then south, but she can go south first and then east. So south 5 units, east 1 unit. South 5 blocks, then east 1 block. So she went a total of 6 blocks. Okay, so go ahead and do Angie, Jared, and Kim, and then I'll just go over my answers and you can just check and make sure your blocks are correct. Okay, next we have Angie. So Angie is where? Right here. Oh, good. She has a straight shot too. So we can either go east 3 and north 2, or we can do north 2 and east 3. Either one. She doesn't run into anything. So let's just do this one. So east 3 units and north 2 units. So east 3 units, north 2 units. East 3 blocks, then north 2 blocks. And so she went a total of 5 blocks. Whoops. And we can see if she went this way, she would have went 2 plus 3, 5 as well. Okay, next we have Jared. Jared is, oh, right here. And does he have anything he's going to run into? Nope. Wow, Jared has it easy. He can go straight there. So let's do Jared in red. So Jared is at 9, 0. So that means he's going 9 blocks west. That's it. Just 9 blocks west. So there's no other way you could do Jared's without adding blocks to it. So that's the only answer. We'll all have the same. So Jared goes 9 blocks west. West 9 blocks. So obviously his total is 9. Okay, last but not least, and we're not going to answer these questions down here. We don't need to go this in depth, and we have to get this lesson done in 2 hours. So anytime there's something trivial that we can skip, I will. So last we have Kim. So Kim is down here. So she can't go here because there's an accident or exhibit, excuse me, but she could go straight up and straight over. Nothing she's going to run into. So north, and all I have to do is look at the y coordinate. So she's going north 8 blocks, and then look at the x coordinate for west 6 blocks. So north 8 blocks, west 6 blocks. North 8 blocks, then west 6 blocks. And like I said, we can all have different answers, but what will be the same for all of them, as long as you haven't went backwards or went away from it. Whoops. Kim, I gotta quit talking. So north 8 blocks, west 6 blocks. There we go. And so she went a total of 14 blocks. So the last column should be the same for all of us. And that's what they want you to understand, is that everybody can have different answers, but the amount of blocks they walk will always be the same. And that's what this last question asks. What pattern do you see? They will all travel the same amount of blocks no matter how you got them there, as long as you're not, leading them away. Okay, enough of fun and games. Okay, so I think I'm going to save this one for the next video, because this is like 6 different parts. So I'm going to stop here and I'll start the next video right after this.